guys, Ron here, and it's been almost a year since the last episode of the series where I invite a bunch of other artists to create evolved forms for the 2 unevolved Pokemon I designed. Nowadays, we have another series where my viewers create evolved forms for my Pokemon, and the series where my friends and I create evolved forms for each other's Pokemon on the spot. But let's go back to the classic format. Keep in mind, I only showed my guests the design and the type of these Prevos, and they had to create evolved forms without knowing their origin, concept, stats, or abilities. Now we're finally coming together and revealing our evolved forms to each other. Today we have Thesterninator, ReomaArt, and CuriousChaos. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more of this. Check out the previous episode if you haven't, and take a look at the description for the links to these amazing artists. Alright, so we're gonna start with a dark type. And you guys knew the name, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Here is Whimper.
Very cute. I love the name.
I like the name too. It's a combination of wimp and like to like to make a mistake, but also whimper.
Oh.
And imp.
Oops.
It's not a big deal. You don't have to. What did you interpret it as? We'll find out. It's the misguided Pokemon. He could be any animal you want it to be.
Good.
Like right now, he's look more rodent-y, but he doesn't need to become a rodent. He's just a guy who kind of always makes mistakes in terms of like, he is like the comic relief, but in terms of like, he'll do things because of bad intentions, but won't mean for the outcome to be so disastrous usually. Like he'll be like a little bit greedy, or a little bit hasty, or a little bit any other negative attribute, but then the outcomes are usually very bad for him or for others, and he usually kind of like regrets it and is like sorry.
Oh.
Doesn't have the best luck.
Pokemon is my self-insert.
Basically, that's you. I have you as reference. Yeah, so Stern.
Yeah.
What did you turn this into?
It's a me. Yeah, so I went in and I'm pretty sure that like I felt just from the name Whimper, I was like, okay, this feels like a clumsy Pokemon and in some way a Pokemon that is sad. Like I looked at the eye and the whole vibe of it feels like it's like hiding or shrouded within this fur, and I thought, what if we give this Pokemon almost like one of those interesting weird evolution type of thoughts? And I thought, a Pokemon like this I can see looking up at the stars and wishing and saying, I wish that I was better, I wish that I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, things of that nature. What if it wished so hard that it became the wishing star, and that spiky fur becomes this, I'm sending the wrong image, and that spiky fur becomes the star itself.
Hey, that's so pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I knocked out the wimp part but kept the purr, so its name is now Purrawis, which is a term for
Clever.
yeah, it's a term for being like good at something, and in battle it means being specifically like trained or specialized in one specific area. So you can see it's now a dark fairy type, and I made it the premier Pokemon as it's like now premiering its new look.
Dude's really good at editing.
Premiere Pro.
It is a Premiere Pro, if you will. Not a sponsor. But I thought about, I love that little tail and how it almost looks like a hand if I squinted at it. So I thought, what if it becomes the wishing star and it uses that tail and the darkness aspect of it to now steal other people's wishes?
Oh.
So now it itself is more perfected, but also in that same way, it's like taking the perfection from others. So that it itself can be a little bit more. You can see it has the abilities Prankster, Cute Charm, and the hidden ability Acrobat. For the shiny, it was just a yellow star. I'm wishing that I saw what the shiny color was.
I know.
Because I feel like a red or pinkish star would have been really cool.
It's fine. Shinies change when they evolve usually.
I love that you turn the ears into like, or I don't know if they're horns or not, but you turn them into like moon and stars, and I love space stuff, so it is just like really cool to me.
I like how you
sick,
utilized basically every single thing that was already in my Pokemon and, evolved it, which is very nice. Although I assume this will be the closest to my Prevo out of all the evolutions, perhaps. We'll see.
Probably.
It makes a lot of sense.
Star eyes are my favorite like character design trope ever.
Same.
Especially just like in this exact way. It's so perfect. It feels very kind of like high fashion. This guy, like I can see him walking down like the catwalk, or the rodent walk or something. And,
The rat walk.
super fun. And you mentioned wishing star. I'm seeing these big star eyes like a lot of like Gmax forms have. So I feel like
True.
I don't know.
Ooh.
He's giving Mega vibe. He looks like a Mega of my Pokemon, honestly.
Mega Raichu, why?
Oh yeah, that's the thing now.
I was kind of worried about that. I was like, does this feel too G-Max or Mega inspired? But I was like, this was like my 8th iteration, so I was like, I'm happiest here. I even like the moon ears were a big thing because I thought, I don't know what kind of rodent this is, but going with that like mythic wish type of vibe, making it feel a little bit jackalope-esque, I thought was kind of in the realm.
True.
So making the move from ears to antlers.
It's like it could be a like a rabbit mouse. What's it called? What are those called? Like a jerboa, but like
Jerboa?
Yeah, but but there's also like another name for a jerboa, which was like includes the word rabbit. I'm trying to.
Kangaroo rat?
Oh, I guess it's kangaroo rat. You're right. But moon rabbit makes sense. This should definitely evolve with a moonstone or something.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was out of nowhere. The ears really, I guess, were presents.
Yeah.
And I always love Pokemon that have their own illumination, their own light source.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough to shade it, though, whenever that happens. You don't know where.
Oh, whenever I think of the shading for that, I just always think of, like, Macargo specifically, who's made of lava, but also shaded. And I'm like, so there's no laws here.
There's no laws on the moon.
I want that on a shirt.
I love that he's waving, friendly waving to us.
Is he waving?
He's
kind of like...
He's coming to take your wish.
Oh, man. I would have welcomed him. I thought he was saying, hey, what's up, friend?
So for both the people who saw Disney's Wish, you'll be like, oh, I get it.
I did not see Wish.
I did not see it.
I have seen Wish.
It's me and Ryoma. We're both the people.
It's you two.
It's like good for the first half and then it just completely falls off. Anyway, yeah. Very cool Pokemon.
Oh, that's your critique of the Pokemon. I'm going to cut out the other half of your sentence. Kind of falls off. All right, awesome. Very nice. Now it's time for Crimson.
Oh, man, it's me. Okay. So, yeah, we were talking about kangaroo rats and jerboas, and I kind of thought that that's the idea of the Pokemon too, or the animal. I didn't really know what it was. It kind of looked like snout is kind of long, so I thought maybe it was like a fox or something, or maybe even a deer. It could go so many directions. Same with like the tail hand, like the devil horn ears. At least that's how I interpreted them, devil horns. And so I drew like a couple different concepts.
Oh.
Where I just explored each one.
And is one of these the final, or none of these?
No. None of these are the final.
Well, damn.
It kind of does fuse a bunch of them, though.
These are basically all the things that you can evolve into, I guess. All the different cryptids.
They're crazy.
I like the Jersey Devil. That's very nice.
Thank you. So I was imagining like, okay, a little small rodent, kangaroo rat. What would that look like if it were to, evolve into something huge? Kind of like sloths and Megatheriums, giant ground sloths. So I'm thinking, okay, Jerboa, a huge version of that would probably be like a kangaroo. And so that's what I went with, like a kangaroo mixed with like Jersey Devil and stuff like that. So
yeah.
The green had to stay.
Oh, very nice. I think is this the first time in this series where someone made an evolution that included the Prevo?
Yeah. When I thought it was gonna be a kangaroo, I was like, I gotta put the little baby version in there.
Makes a lot of sense. Oh my god.
Yeah, I kept the name's pretty similar. I just added Roo at the end for like kangaroo. Nice.
Whimperoo. That sounds very believable.
I love it. There's so many different things happening on here, but it feels like it's all so cohesive. I love the gradient on the tail and what you did with like the shape of the tail in the initial one and turning it into this with like that whole idea that kangaroos use their tail as an extra leg.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very much doing that here. Oh my gosh, I love it.
The angle is really good.
I was about to say, it feels so dynamic, and the shiny's lovely as well. Like that like really striking white with the red fire. Really cool.
What's the personality of this?
The name Whimperoo, I tried to implement the imp part as like a devilish imp. So I think he would have that sort of characteristics. Like evil in terms of like protecting its baby. It would just do whatever it can. And it will screw anyone over to protect its baby.
No, dark type kangaroo makes a lot of sense.
I also noticed, and my question is like, what was the thought process on making him such a little guy? Like, I think a kangaroo is huge and terrifying, but I'm noticing it's small.
I was gonna make like a bigger version, but I thought like if it's like a small like devil imp, usually devil imps are small. True. And then also like I was looking at other Pokemon that evolved like 2-stage, so like Krogunk and stuff like that. They're pretty small too, so I kind of just went with that.
And I love the crying eyes of the Prevo became like this line, like this tear that streams down the face. Is very cool.
Oh yeah, that's.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Was I know for mine, I struggled with that tear shape for a long time, and it evolves the concept so much, and then having the baby underneath to like compare the two with the tear crying, it adds so much of an extra level to each aspect that was evolved upon.
I just want to go back to these like concepts.
True, yeah.
These are super fun. I mean, like the top left one, with
electrical
the
rodent?
electrical tail,
Really cool.
such a cool like body type. The little guy with the tail hand, that's like really fun. That's feels like very Gen 9 evolution where the Pokemon is almost exactly the same, but it kind of gets just like one feature kind of expanded on.
The first one, the top left one you mentioned, that was my initial idea when I saw like the fur that Whimper has. I thought it would be like I thought I could turn it into like magnetic sand, how it like jets out like that.
True.
So I thought that would be cool, but
A critique is, I don't think I made the eyebrow pattern. I think it's more of a pattern than an actual eyebrow.
oh yeah,
Even
yeah,
though-
I struggled with that.
Even though it did become an actual eyebrow in the evolved form, but like,
Oh,
but like as in the Prevo, that I don't think it could overlap with the eye.
oh damn.
I see it almost as like a Mega Kangaskhan type thing, where it's like even the baby has evolved just a little bit.
A little, yeah, you're right.
He's grown eyebrows.
It's got functional eyebrows now.
Okay, you're off the hook this time.
Yay.
Great. All right, Ryoma, I see you hiding back there
Oh yeah, you caught me.
in the corner.
Really fun body shape, by the way. Big fan of this guy. I showed him to a few of my friends while I was
thanks.
brainstorming, and
I love it too.
they really loved him. Okay, so I basically did the exact same thing that I thought when I first saw this guy. Basically, what immediately popped into my head: Whimper. He's some kind of pathetic little creature.
True.
And he's an imp. And also, I also read him as a Jerboa. I think all of us did.
Yeah, he is a Jerboa. He is that, but not like
He is a Jerboa.
He's not
Okay,
the Jerboa
good.
Pokemon, but he is inspired by Jerboa. Yeah.
Good. So, so my immediate thought was, okay, I'm working off some kind of demonic sort of vibe here. So I thought, okay, he's a Jerboa, and he's got to be a demon, so I'll make him an Oni. And then I came up with the name Jabroni, and then it kind
I'm
of
so excited.
rolled
Oh
off from
my
there.
goodness.
So this is my Pokemon
Oh,
Jabroni.
Whoa.
that's ridiculous. That was really good.
Yeah.
I love the shapes on this.
Glad you like it. So yeah, this is Jabroni, the bully Pokemon. Its life as a puny and sniveling whimper left it bitter and power hungry. As Jabroni, it subjugates the whimper it once called its friends,
Oh,
forcing them
no.
to do its bidding and act as protective meat shields.
I don't like that.
Jabroni
my
obsessed.
goodness.
Don't do that again.
He's why they're sad.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. He's
okay.
a bully.
I like that.
He's a bully. In fact, let me send over this. This would probably be helpful in visualizing it.
Oh
There you go.
no!
Oh my goodness.
No! Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Jabroni obsess over their large, powerful fists. Their upper body strength allows them to deliver powerful punches and grapple effectively, but the weight of them leaves their movement sluggish and small, springy legs comparatively worn. So they're like very top heavy. They kind of skipped leg day. He's not that tall at all, but he's like tall enough to bully like the guy under him, so he does as much as possible. Very kind of insecure Pokemon.
Sheesh.
Doesn't really grow from any of his struggles in his base stage. And yeah, kind of the worst guy ever.
I like to think that eventually, in every single pack of Jabroni and Whimper, the Whimper collectively, revolt against the Jabroni, and then they overcome him. But then the leader of that revolt evolves into Jabroni and then starts bullying. And this is a whole cycle.
Continues.
The cycle.
The power vacuum Pokemon.
Yeah. Very political. Not design-wise, it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love how badass it looks. It's got like, I don't know if it's intentional, but the fur like vest, it's so cool. At least to me, it looks like a biker, like a biker badass vest.
Yeah. It's half of that, half like Oni. Like a lot of Oni, like concept art that I found had these kind of like furry jacket things.
True, yeah.
That's part of what gave me the idea to do it. And also, its tail is supposed to be like a little loincloth. It's coming around the front as like an Oni's loincloth as well. So that's yeah.
It looks like the
Covering his
leaf
bits.
on Adam's groin.
I was thinking that too.
Basically. Yeah.
I love too that you kept the eye shape. I'm so attached to that eye because it was such a nightmare for me to deal with.
Yeah.
But I love that you kept the eye shape the same, but it using the demeanor of the face, it does not look like a crying eye. I mean, it's still the same eye shape, but it's retranslated almost the shape language of it.
No, I like it because it could still be that he's crying, and then he's basically compensating for that. Again, he's insecure.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of what I was thinking. He's still a little bit sad on the inside.
I have to call my therapist immediately after. Like it happened again.
I love the reformed bully trope, so I will, maybe he eventually understands his feelings and then, I don't know, becomes a good leader.
None of my Pokemon have happy endings, Ron.
No!
You know this by now.
And then you did keep even more, like, Oni stuff, like lightning patterns and, like, big club-like arms.
I feel so bad for that Whimper being squished.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I drew my Whimper being like cared for in the pouch.
Thanks.
Ryoma made him get bullied.
I do like that you guys are redrawing my Pokemon in your concept art and just art in general.
I love the idea that the first two are like, what if it fulfilled all of its wishes and dreams? What if it was cared for and loved? And Ryoma the whole time in the back, like,
Yeah. I was totally thinking that, but I think that makes it such like a good like split evolution for this one guy.
True,
because it's like takes different paths down like the routes that it could do as this like little insecure, sad little creature.
That's the whole point of this series.
Exactly, it's perfect,
and it is successful because I feel like mine also is just different personality to all of you guys, a different option.
Ooh.
If you guys didn't watch the video where I made an entire region in like an hour or whatever I did, that's basically where this Pokemon is from. So this was the original drawing in like 60 seconds or 20 seconds.
Cute.
Well,
and then I translated into Whimper.
Everything makes so much more sense now.
And in that video, he does have an evolution, and I basically just redesigned. I don't even think I even redesigned it. I did the exact same thing again. I'll show you the final design, and then later I'll show you what the original design was. Here is the evolved form, Sneevil.
Oh.
So fun.
So, like, it technically has every single aspect, but it's just a completely different animal. Now it's a complete demon. It's not a Jerboa anymore. But it makes sense, because, like, that's the thing. It actually is not a Jerboa. The backward legs are just, like, the backward legs of a demon, like a goat leg, basically. And, like, the ears are not Jerboa ears. Those are demon horn that becomes demon ears, I guess. Even the nose is, like, it just so happens to look like a Jerboa, but it's just an imp. It really is an actual, like, little demon that becomes a devil, basically.
Wow.
And personality-wise, since you guys are all wondering, like, it stays, it wallows. It basically, it doesn't bully, it doesn't become a parent, and it does not wish upon a star. It just, like, is full of self-pity. And it just constantly goes around, like, having bad luck and, like, pitying itself, like, crying always. But he's not that bad of a guy. He will try to do good, but it'll always mess up. Not every single literal time. That's kind of a crazy existence. But a lot of the times. It's like every day of his life is like an episode of a sitcom. Like, not the American sitcoms, I guess, more of like a British sitcom where it just doesn't, it's not like a happy ending every episode.
The in-betweeners Pokemon.
I'm calling my therapist right now and just being like, yeah, I identified with a fictional character again.
His name is also like Sniveling and evil and sneaky, but
I am sitting just like this man right now. I'm trying to figure out
take a picture.
I'm trying to figure out
Take a picture.
I'm trying to figure out the physics of how the balancing of this works, and I'm like, I can't, and I think that's the point.
You're on a toilet right now.
At all times, yeah. I think it's cool because it's like, yeah, he is balancing kind of on his legs and arms in a weird way that is like akin to how like you would assume like a demon or a creature would sit.
Yeah.
Very like backwards, upside. But it also it not only is it balancing, but it just adds to the demeanor of this thing. It's just like, okay.
He's a bit magical. I mean, like, realistically, like a demon that kind of floats. He is very light. And he doesn't levitate, but he basically has like zero. He's like very almost weightless, basically.
I'm glad I went with the red color.
Yeah, and he's still crying. The eyes didn't really change that much. Just basically exactly like what Jabroni did, but like upside down. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Technically, yeah, Ryoma's the closest in eyes.
I love the cartooniness of like the nose too. It feels like a very late gen type of design, where it's like cartoony and zany, but still kind of works in the universe.
Yeah.
And I know for me, that type of design is a drastic weakness. So I always try to go for like the rounded, connected stuff. So seeing something like this, it's like That is amazing, and also something I could not do. And I love him.
I would love to see that in 3D. Although the hair is very, I guess, Gen 1 a little bit. It's less detailed, but it's still spikier than what they normally do nowadays.
It's that primate body.
Girl's got a primate body.
I can see his little ass cheeks.
It was tough. I didn't know how to do it. Like, so here's the original. It's basically the same exact design, honestly, as the. And I still really like the original because I'm very proud of, like, that was, like, again, like a 5-second sketch. Like, literally.
That's really good for a 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Like, literally, it was among the best in the video. Like, 30 seconds max. Other than the color. Because as a family, it was also one of the strongest families in the videos, as well as the next one in the video.
Why were you looking at its booty cheeks, Stern?
Like I said, he is sitting like me and also only wearing a fluffy coat like me. So, you know.
Oh.
I'm wearing a fluffy coat too.
I'm in my pajamas.
Cool. I was out scooting and I was like racing back to get to this recording session.
Scooting?
Scooting. Electric scooting.
Oh! In my mind, that's called scootering, and scooting is like, I had my butt on the carpet and I was dragging myself around.
He's pulling a Sneevil and just like moving around like in that
Sneevil
pose.
is scooting.
Well, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So my next like thought was like, see me just like spinning around in this chair. It was like, oh, I have a recording.
Speaking of spinning, let's go to our spider Pokemon.
Ooh.
That was a good segue, not gonna lie.
What a segue.
That was good.
Hey.
Okay. So, I gave you the name too, so let's show the whole thing. Here is Recluse.
Wow.
Ooh, the shiny.
It's a spider, and he puts his fists together to make a big fist, and he punches. Kind of like a lot of Prevos in the fighting type. Like, he's not a specific specialist yet, but he's more, boxing, I guess. He likes to punch, and he's very agile. He's the contact Pokemon, so yeah, all kinds of like contact sports. He's all out for it. And if you want to see the original in the video that came first, here's what he looked like a year ago. This one I do like the redesign slightly more. Stern.
I think that I went a little off the rails on this one, I'm gonna be honest. But I was like, I'm gonna research and dig into what this could be, because I know Recluse is like a brown recluse spider. Those colors made me very much think of like the dancing spiders that we see that like wave their arms and do crazy stuff. I looked into like what kind of spiders that people use to fight each other, which turns out is a thing and does happen in the Philippines. Yeah. And my immediate thought was, I understand that this is probably animal cruelty in some way, but my secondary thought was, how do I start doing it?
This is Pokemon.
Yeah. I'll develop a game with 150 characters, and that's gonna be it. We're never gonna do more. But I really went into that capoeira type of idea, which is like fight dancing.
Oh.
And just the showmanship that goes along with that.
Yeah, spider dance.
I created this guy, Arachnid.
Hey, that's really good.
Hey.
No, is the shading,
fun.
the line art's a little bit different in this one than your usual stuff, no?
I tried something different with the line art.
I like it a lot.
Something. I have to say, I think I was inspired by some of the other artists on the previous 4 artist videos.
Yeah.
And people should go watch those if they haven't. I think specifically Tubbs AZ was a big inspiration.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Shout out Tubbs.
I love the colors, so I wanted to incorporate those a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad you expanded on the purple.
I also saw the hands as like castanets, which I thought was a really fun idea. I miss when Pokemon had like just a random like, here's Machoke or Machamp. Here's Machamp. And he has a wrestling belt. Oh, where did that come from? Part of his body. So I did that same thing here and tried to use some of the colors. I like the little grin that your previous version has, so I incorporated it. He feels like a very proud Pokemon.
This is...
Yeah.
I do love his personality.
Yeah.
He's a wild dude. The shiny was so much fun, too, because I could definitely see these guys going at each other, and with the idea of him being very, like, look at me, I am the best fighter, I am the best dancer, going with some loud colors, and then with the shiny, even louder colors. And he's massive, as you can see.
Yeah, that is
Oh my
too
gosh,
big.
he's huge.
Not a big fan of that size.
Wow.
But, like, it'll be really cool to see a battle royale between all of our evolved spiders.
I like when Pokemon are a little bit bigger than their trainers, makes them feel intimidating.
True, yeah.
But I also thought if he's a wrestler, like, or like a fighter, boxer, whatever, what have you, and a dancer, I can definitely see him, like, people partnering with him for dance competitions. So I wanted him to feel like that size. I can see that in the anime of, like, oh, this is the dance competition episode, and this is so-and-so and her partner Arachnid, who are the champion dancers for this area.
Arachnid is such a natural evolved form that I'm trying to remember if I named my evolved form. I did not. No, that's not what I did. I would have if I didn't think of anything else.
Low-hanging fruit for sure.
I guess so. It exists somewhere. Definitely. The proportions are perfect. The colors are perfect. Honestly, very perfect.
I love this. Yeah, I do love the colors. I love like the attire, and I was really happy to see that you brought the belt in, because this guy's drippy. This guy's super drippy, and I think that's very important. Like, especially when you're saying like dance battling, because half of the battle is like, you know, what you're doing, but the other half is like presentation and how you're showing up to the battle. And I think this guy is super cool.
I think it's my favorite design of yours.
Oh wow, awesome! I'm gonna keep this line style then.
Any specific kind of reference to anything, like any culture or anything? Because it's so striking, and it's really fun and full of like personality. But yeah, that
Italian.
is an interesting facial layout.
So thank you for bringing that up, because I completely forgot about this. The eyes I wanted to make feel like a little bit like a wrestling mask, but more so like just a big pair of shades. Like if you look at like boxers like McGregor, who's known for wearing huge sunglasses, being very big and very loud.
Oh yeah.
The purple that kind of rimmed the eyes in the previous version, I made into like this almost classic boxer like mustache. And I picture the terrifying thing about this guy. That's not a grin, but those are mandibles. So they split down the center and open. So it's like, oh look, he's smiling, he's happy, and then he opens his mouth.
Creepy.
And it's a bug. It's a bug mandible set.
Oh my goodness.
Animate it now, just so I understand.
Get in the comments.
I'm really glad you separated the hands.
Yeah, I'm really glad I picked that like toned down green color. It just fits on a Pokemon. We need to see more Pokemon with that.
True Green pushing his green agenda onto everyone.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
What does Showtime do? The ability.
Oh,
on the side.
Showtime, I picture as an ability of. So the way that I thought about it was. Thank you again for Reoma coming in here with the script that I gave them. Showtime, the way that it worked was it was an ability that I came up with for the idea of every time that this Pokemon stat changes, its speed also increases. So kind of the idea of a quickened pace dance, that as these things happen, as he trips or falls or paralyzed, confused, whatever, as these different status conditions or stat changes happen, I'm still playing with the idea. His speed would also increase to kind of counteract that.
Honestly, that's like it's like phases in like a boss battle, where it's like, oh, in the second phase he's a little faster and moving more erratically.
You can't throw him off of his game.
What was that?
That means it's time for Crimson.
That means it's time for Crimson.
Oh,
it's the Crimson Clock.
Hate that guy. So yeah, for this one, I wish I would have read the name. I didn't read the name till after I was done, but I went purely just based on what I was seeing. So I saw like the red, the boxing gloves, and I didn't know if it was either like a spider or a crab for that reason. And so I kind of went with both of those.
Spider crab.
First, I wanted to do like a normal spider, and then another crab, and then a spider crab. And so I did again some more draft designs.
Oh my god!
And
so
yeah,
cool.
What are these?
A really same wavelength as Stern, where I thought that the face looked like luchador mask patterns.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do that, but ultimately I landed on like I want to do a spider crab, a Japanese spider crab. And so I thought maybe having like luchador attire would not fit Japanese spider crab, so I went more with like a karate gi kind of style.
You've now got me set to be a little upset if the Pokeball belt design doesn't maintain.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's so fire.
I shouldn't have shared it then.
Oh schnitzel!
Oh, you know what? I still love it.
That's more of a crab. Yeah. No, I mean.
Yeah.
It's
And
both.
look at the
It's
name. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Yeah. As soon as Stern said it's a low-hanging fruit, I was like, oh man.
That's hilarious.
No.
For the shiny, I made it red because like True Green, I push my red agenda onto people. So there's the red shiny.
I wish I picked a better word. Like you picked a better like word for red, like crimson. I should have picked like verdant or something. Green is just too
Ooh.
basic. True instead of true green, very verdant. That's too many.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's too many.
True
syllables.
sage. Sincere sage.
sincere sage.
No, but the shiny, it kind of looks like the Ken to a Ryu, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And the amount of spikes, again, perfect amount of detail. Like novice Fakemon artists really should look at this video in terms of like the amount of details you guys are putting on your Pokemon really shows how experienced you guys are.
I'm glad you're saying that. I thought I put too much.
Maybe in terms of like the line, like the pattern, but even that's fine. It's more just like the amount of spikes. 2 more spikes and it would have been too much, you know? And it's all based on based on the concept and the intent. The point is this is a spiky Pokemon. So yeah, you have to put more than the average spikes, but you still shouldn't put too many spikes, even though that's part of the concept, you know? You gotta know how to tone it down. And I think you did a good job.
Thank you. I did mandibles as well, but I didn't do it as like creepy as Stern. I think he'd put up a good fight against Sock and Throw.
That's what the patterns remind me of. Stupid.
Yeah.
The bandages on the arm. Do his hands now not separate?
Oh.
No, they don't. Oh well, those are removable. He'll put them on with like
it's his spiders. Yeah.
Webs. Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, he'll put them on when he's ready to fight. As soon as the fight's over, he'll take them off.
And I know I'm famously arachnophobic, but like that's the thing. I love spider Pokemon, and I think this is like my favorite round in this series because like I love the personalities of these guys so much, and like they look very intimidating, but like a perfect partner. This is like exactly what Pokemon's all about.
Let's go.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like spider arms it's very easy to design, I guess, in terms of like they're just lines. I gave you guys a break. You didn't have to make fingers or, you know, the anatomy of muscles and stuff like that. They're just tubes.
Yeah.
Ryoma, show me the spider.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let you guys know now that we are about to go 3 for 3 on the arachnid name.
No way!
Well, almost. You'll see in a second. I may have stopped the train with one letter. But yeah. So honestly, I mean, Crimson, you kind of got a lot of my points about this guy. I mean, I wasn't super sure if he was a spider or a crab, so I also went for spider crab. Seems like an obvious pick. But I thought, I mean, this guy's a wrestler, so what if like the legs were like the wrestling ring? So this is a Reknoid.
Oh, that's genius. That's actually very smart, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got like the webbing on his big old legs, and it kind of allows him to kind of trap his prey. You can see he's the arena Pokemon. He's a little bit based on Claw's Trap that you did, Ron, a long time ago. And I remember Bonnie redesigned it as well. So
I remember
in my first episode that I was a
good
part of.
Good callback.
So,
watch that episode.
Yeah, go and watch that one. It was good. I was in it.
Yeah, you did chest hair.
Yes.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and the eyes, like the 4 eyes being part of the mask. Oh, that's really that's smart.
So clever.
4 of Arachnoid's 8 limbs are abnormally long, containing elastic muscles that allow for stretchy punches. It uses the lower pair as a supportive structure, both steadying the Pokemon and trapping smaller opponents between the webbed cage walls.
I love it. I mean, I feel I'm looking at like the belt and like all that. I'm like, we all understood the assignment.
Yeah.
I dig it. I even love. I like the tassels on the top of the head that feel almost like the ties of a mask. If they weren't there, he'd feel bald.
Yeah.
And again, oh my god, these Pokemon just bullying my Prevo. What is he doing there?
He's like, I get the impression
he's loosening him up.
Recluse is, he's like, he wants him to train him. So he's like, train me, and he's like,
that's so cute.
Maybe you're a tougher kid. That kind of thing. Fun thing that I planned out was that a jabroni from my other one is actually the definition of a jabroni. I don't know how much about wrestling you guys know.
I didn't know there was a definition.
But apparently, a wrestler whose purpose is to lose matches against headlining wrestlers in order to build up status and fame with the headliners.
Whoa.
So, because jabroni is not 4 times weak, but he's weak to both bug and fighting, he's literally like the bully who comes into like the wrestling ring to lose the match to make a Reknoid look better.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the point of my line, that this one is super effective against the other one.
Oh.
And I think that was part of the concept of my evolution too, a little bit.
I'm terrified of this man. Like, seeing him in action with your sketches there is like,
yeah.
Oh, that's flying press.
Yeah. That dive is scary.
It's hard to figure out when he's jumping off of his own limbs. But yeah, like I think I captured it.
True.
Yeah, it's
he's going to the top rope. Wait, he is the top rope.
I could imagine Recluse just like playing around with the net, kind of like dancing around them like Rey Mysterio, like 619.
I want a battle of
funny.
all three of them.
You guys really expanded on the purple more than I did. I wish I gave it more purple. Because the purple was like a last minute addition, and you guys did a good job of just like...
Was it purposeful that the belt looks like abs?
I guess so. Looks like a scarab a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's also kind of a little like insignia,
True.
like, logo type of thing.
Oh, I get that it was the webs, but in my mind it was almost like wrestlers when they're like, okay, spray on my abs before I go out.
Yeah.
So it's like a belt, it's the webbing, but it's also like look how strong I am. See, I have the idea of abs as a part of my design.
I think this is what Pokemon's all about. A lot of people who are like older fans, people who fell off Pokemon, or people who never played Pokemon, they think Pokemon is like animal plus element or just like fantastical beast.
Yeah.
But this is actually like a genius concept of like combining aspects of the animal with another concept, like the ring with the webs.
Yeah, same.
cool.
This is one of the most clever Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. This is so cool.
I thought Pokemon was about the friends we made along the way.
Yep. I kind of knew you guys were going to make like a wrestling or boxing Pokemon, so I didn't do that. I guess I went on the mixed martial arts route, more like kickboxing and just like not showboating, the opposite. So if Sneevil is all about like wallowing in self-pity and just not really improving yourself, Recluse just really dedicates his life to just fighting and being just the perfect fighter. So here is Stan Snare.
Ooh!
Ooh, fun.
No clothes, just battling it out, very serious. Not like, again, like you guys went on like the whole showboating route. Mine is like, no, he's very serious. And like, I guess the markings on Recluse, the purple marking, that's more like a scar, but then it becomes like a scar in tattoos on the evolved form. In Recluse, like the head, the red on its head is more like, you know, like the wrestling helmet, while this guy, it's more, I guess, like mutton chops, I guess, at least at this point, like facial hair. But it also makes his head look like a skull a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Again, you guys went more on like the big stuff. Mine is a lot of like small noticeable stuff, I guess. Small unnoticeable stuff, unless you really dig deep and look. Very streamlined. Like the whole point was like to streamline him, because like this guy is not bulky, this guy's fast. Just straight to the point. A kick to the face, to like the vitals, and you're done, or a punch.
Yeah, he gets down. He gets down.
Ron, look out, he's coming at you in the size comparison.
He said, I think I stepped on a thorn. Do I got anything?
I guess stance and ensnare instead of arachnid.
Rubbing it in.
So close.
Who'd be that dumb? Who'd be that dumb twice?
What was the
I
Noid
see
part
why,
for Ryoma? Like, what's the Oid
yeah.
part?
Well, because it's not a spider or a crab. It's like both.
So
So,
he's like-
it's
yeah.
not an arachnid. It's kind of arachnoid.
That
like
makes sense.
like kind of like yeah. I love the guy's this guy's pose. Really fun. All of your guys' poses actually.
It feels like, yeah, he's like removed the hood, he's removed like all this stuff, and he's just kind of in the tattered shorts. It feels very much like the story of the kid who's like, I'm gonna be the biggest and strongest, but then learns like inner focus, and you find them on like a mountaintop, and they're like, why do I need to fight? Listen, I can still, you know, beat you down pretty good, but you know, I'm more tempered now.
Exactly. Like Recluse, he's more like, he thinks fighting is cool and he wants to fight because cool people fight. But no, this guy fights because he's like, not. It's in means to an end. Like, it's not a thing that he loves to do. It's a thing that like is necessary, and it, you know, he'll just get to the point. One kick and you're down. He doesn't want to fight for longer than he needs to.
I picture him like kicking at you, and like you maybe like dodge away, and you're like, haha, and then his legs just separate and grab you.
That's actually ridiculous. Nothing. I've never seen that in media ever.
Wow.
That's really good.
No.
Someone animate this.
I mean, that's what he would do.
Yeah, he's got that Squidward build, and he's gonna use it.
He has got the Squidward colors too now. Oh my god.
I see why you brought up the chest hair on Ryoma's.
Yeah.
You did the same thing.
And then here's the original, I guess, again, the one that I did in like 30 seconds, which again, it's literally the exact same thing, just a refined one. And I still really love the original too.
I'm jealous that so many people included like compound eyes, or like a second set of eyes. Even here, like the using the same color for like the brow pattern to give that illusion
Yeah,
of
exactly.
a second set of eyes. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like so much fun. I wish I would have thought of that, because yeah, it adds like a whole new vibe. That it as much as this feels like a human shape, it adds that little bit of like alien, animalistic, arachnid, if I might say, type of energy to it.
to be fair, I think I was in the human mood this episode. All my things became more humanoid, and you guys went more in like the animalistic route. But yeah, the eye, like the compound eyes, like the eyes becoming this eyebrow that means that he's perpetually looks angry even when he isn't. I think that was a good choice.
That's just how his face is.
Resting angry face.
Yep. Yep. I was like, go on. We're a minute in.
Resting bug face.
Oh, that's it.
He's got that RBF, resting bug face. I was gonna be an idiot and say wrestling bug face. I was like, no, don't, Stern.
Oh.
They'll come after you. Just that size of a fighting type Pokemon. Because, you can go like Machamp and be like, he's huge. He's big fighting type. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. Like, oh, they're big. But when you make them just a little bit shorter than the person, it adds so much more energy and personality to the design. It feels like they have something to prove almost, that inbuilt little man syndrome.
True. Oh, yeah,
Like,
he's the smallest also, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why people like Hawlucha so much, because he's like so small, but so like ready to go still.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's what the best Pokemon designs are, the cute and cool at the same time. So you gotta make it cool.
Right.
Well, and I think kind of like you said with spikes and stuff like that, when talking to other people who are designing Fakemon, it's like, you go over the top with spikes, you can be like, well, it's a fighting type. How do I make him big and scary and intimidating? And it's like, no, just kind of, what if you go the opposite route? What if you make them a little bit smaller, make them feel, because this doesn't have huge busting muscles, and it's not a huge over-encompassing character, but still very much, like, you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a fighting type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's embodied. He can't be anything else. Do we have a furry spider Pokemon?
Let me look up online.
Yeah, Galvantula.
Let me look up online. Furry Pokemon.
No! That's not what I meant! Yeah, Galvantula. It sucks because it was funny that he's the least furry in terms of like anthropomorphic of all the spiders, but he's the most furry. So if you guys want to see a part 5 or 6 or whatever, leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to go check out everybody else's channel and or Reoma. What is the best place to divert people to?
I guess Instagram. I don't know. I want to revive my YouTube.
Go to Instagram. Even Crimson has amazing socials. Stern, your socials suck.
No, I know. Listen, you don't have to tell me. Every family gathering, I'm letting know.
your grandpa. Why aren't you on TikTok?
My grandpa's like, I don't know if you've taken a look at your algorithm lately, but your analytics are...